All right, I think we're good to go. Where in the world is my controller cable? Oh, I might hear the Windows sound. Don't be alarmed. Or not. Let's pray that that controller actually connected. All right. All right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome. Today is Saturday. Bright? Not really. It's been raining like almost all week. I don't know how it is where you all are, but it's not snow. That's a good thing, so we may as well be okay with that. Early, yeah, we are actually on time today. Holy smokes. World premiere time. Funny, sunny day where you are. It could also be a funny day. Are you a snow person, Cobra? Are you a rain person? Would you be okay with either of those? Like right now, unprepared? They didn't know. Today on the agenda, we got 2 things lined up, I believe. Because everything else is going to be either Monday or Tuesday. Multiple V-Try Me's on the horizon. Spell Disc. Other games that I don't remember off the top of my head. Under Night In Birth Sis Celeste 2 is another one. And then... Crap, what do I have to play? Duelist Veden went up on Retromation's channel. Backpack Battles, that's another one. Spell Disc, I already named. And a bunch of other stuff. That's all next week. Really excited about that. Today, though, we're going to be doing Dead Cells Boss Rush predictions. get your channel points ready. You all are gonna have easy dubs coming up in just a second. After that, we will hop into Spiritfall 1.0, trying out some new weapons. Hopefully, not that we're farming wins. I think we're doing actually relatively good in Spiritfall. But I'm trying to get to 5 BC in that game. Is custom mode okay? Like, is it normal to play and not cheating? Are you just asking in general, Cobra, or specifically for the boss rush stuff that we're doing? Let's hop on default 10. I think this one has all items. And then I'd like to do this. Oh, we gotta disable assist mode too. We have 21 BC turned on. Whoa. So to be fair, I wonder how the tech and music is in this area. I'm gonna check that in just a second. Chat, I gotta step away for like 2 seconds. This also gives me a chance to test out this other fishing app over top of Dead Cells. I haven't tried that yet. And then you censor it. I guess you should probably want the commands too. In general, I mean, no, I'm not gonna call it cheating. What I will say is that there's certainly some stuff that you can do to make a run very, perhaps you would say foolproof. Not fool as in like anyone's stupid, but fool as in you fooled the game into thinking that you were good. But you are good. You're good at making custom mode builds. I do it all the time. Sometimes it's a matter of that's just what I want to do that day. Sometimes it's other stuff. Perhaps the viewer. Oh my god, that's so big. Perhaps the viewer asked to have a specific build done. And things of that nature. All right, chat. I'm going to step away for like 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Enjoy some fishing while I'm away. Sorry, I was muted. So I'm gonna try out this Tekken Cells mod, which is just music. I don't know if it's gonna work or not because it has to do with the boss music, and I hope that each boss was around when this mod was set up. I mean, if I crash, I'll probably refund people's V-Bucks if I end up crashing or something like that. All right, let's hop in here. So yeah, someone was asking about custom mode, cheating or not cheating. There's stuff you can do in custom mode that's pretty strong, but if you're just turning off items that you don't care for and you still have achievements enabled, I don't think that's cheating at all. Like, if all you did was turn off explosive decoy and then people said that you cheated, I don't think that's right. I'm pretty sure it's as simple as you're not gonna restart a whole new save just because you don't want to play freaking explosive decoy. I think that's perfectly reasonable. The music certainly sounds normal for it to be Tekken music. Hang on, we're not gonna do... Oh, I guess I can go in here instead. Just to see if the music actually changes. Also, welcome everybody. I know I didn't say hi to the folks in chat. Marzi, good to see you. Larga, good to see you. Cobra, hello. If I miss any hellos, just give me a quick hi in the chat. If I can say hello to you. Currently playing through Dragon Quest World Heroes. It's amazing. Regret giving up on the game. I've never played a single Dragon Quest game a day in my life. And it's not for any particular reason. I just completely missed that series. Yeah, this is normal AF. Oh, we have to turn this off. Because we do not need this. For boss rush predictions. Yeah, I thought for sure I turned this on. Dragon Quest 8 is dope, but long. Aren't they up to like Dragon Quest 12 or something? They're way past 8, right? Chat, I think the music now works. Didn't the devs themselves encourage people to use custom mode? Yeah, I think so. It's mostly around changing out the weapons that you have. Because I think even they can admit that there's some stuff that maybe you don't want to see. And that's fair. There are things that disable achievements. So you could just assume that if you use an option that disables an achievement, then you're going to have to like do it again at some point with that achievement turned on. I mean, have to is a strong word, right? You don't necessarily have to do anything, really. Music seems a little loud, but we don't have background music. That was the in-game music. If the question is that the game is too loud, we're on normal stats. I guess I can go down by another 10%. All right. If I can get someone in the chat to do me a quick favor, exclamation point roll D6. I want to decide what color we start off with. And I always do brutality in the beginning. Sorry, it's all one word. Roll D6. Okay. Try exclamation point roll 6. Maybe it doesn't have the D in it. We go through this every single time. I just don't remember. Okay, so we'll do survival first. Mama take death. All right. Let's start predictions up. For those who've never ever done this before, we're gonna do boss rush and dead cells, and you all get to vote on if V can win the full set, well, all of survival, so each boss set of survival. If I lose at any point during survival, it's a loss. And we'll do this for hopefully every color, assuming I can actually beat every color today. We'll have 2 minutes, cast your votes. We're going up against Death, Mama Tick. We got, I don't even think half of these work on either boss. Symmetrical Lance would be awful too. Broadsword is something. Repeater Crossbow is something. Seismic Strike. Look at that door. Cocoon is something, I suppose. I'm leaning heavy towards the third tube here. Not gonna lie, most of these aren't great, just to say that. The Sickle's nice. I guess the Indulgence could be okay. I just don't want to use Symmetrical Lance on Death. That doesn't sound very good. I'd rather use Broadsword, I think. Yeah, there's an Ice Armor in there too. We got some stuff. We got options. As I said, big thanks to everyone tuning in today. You could be playing DBZ games like someone in chat was saying in the honor of Toriyama. You could be playing some Fortnite. I almost loaded Fortnite for today's stream, but last night I had so much issues trying to actually get into Fortnite. I'm sure everyone did, but I was stuck in probably like an hour, 30-minute total of queue time. After like logging out of the game when the game told me I needed to update, then going back into the game, and then staying for another hour. It was like really bad. I see people on Twitch are playing Fortnite right now, so I'm assuming it's okay, but I would hate to like load up a stream and then half the time we're just like waiting for queue. Though I'm sure we could come up with something to do during queue time. Like I want to take the Cocoon, kinda. Would it be bad to take a door? I just don't necessarily want double damage Cocoon in here. And Root Grenade's gonna do jack all. Imagine taking door ever. Instincto for sure. I can't really do much for parries on Death. I'll bring in Soldier and No Mercy. Just try to get the HP down somehow, some way. Q right now is like 3 seconds. It's a dead game already? Holy crap, what happened? Season seems fun. I did maybe 1 match because it was already really late at night. Oh, we gotta turn on attacks. Hang on. Like, we have this on extra hard mode for no reason. Has the door done anything yet? Oh, snap. Holy door. That doesn't stop that? Wow, I haven't played Dead Cells in a long time. For some reason, I feel extra rusty. So the door stopped it that time. It must be because it hasn't fully casted yet. Door did nothing? Oh my god, I thought I got hit just then. Okay. Chat, he still got it. He still knows how to play this game. Even after all these years. Ice crossbow. Can death even be frozen? I legitimately don't know if this boss can be frozen. You all would do the same thing if you were in my boat. You gotta find out. Susie needs to know if death can be frozen. If I don't do it now, I'm never gonna do this. Even though I think I have this on a YouTube vid at some point. All bosses, no damage taken. Looking like Horisto before he got canceled for cheating. Safe to say this boss cannot be frozen. I think you all will be in agreement with that. Oh, wow. This is still really bad. Rip flawless. For anyone who knows Tekken, do you know which game this music's from? Is this Tekken 8? Oh, I have no shield now. Still only 2 orbs. You insta-die if it hits 6. Okay, there we go. Not too terrible. Obviously, I lost a bunch of health. And obviously, this is the easy part. Everything after this is gonna be a problem. If it's Timekeeper... No, Scarecrow's not very good with Ice Crossbow. Like, it works, but eventually I won't be able to freeze it anymore. And then what do? I just stand there and do nothing? So yeah, Fortnite seems good. I still been playing a lot of League of Legends. The other part of me was like, all right, maybe today I'm just gonna do a chill session on League. But then it's like, is there a such thing as chilling in League? Probably not, right? Timekeeper and Giant. Broadsword's not terrible. A different shield would be nice. I don't know if this works too well on the Giant. This is good for Giant. It's like, is it good for Timekeeper, though? Maybe? Maybe we just save our money and use the broadsword? No, it's not a shield. Might help us on Timekeeper. Like, just in case the shield doesn't show up. Wow. Alright, so what we have is okay. Rebound Stone works with Timekeeper, but does not work on the Giant. I don't think Cat works on Giant. Death Orb works on Giant. Crusher is okay for Timekeeper. Maybe something like this. Oh, I should have checked the other one. Crap. It's fine. Sure. Lost a lot of money here, but I think we'll be okay. This is a rare he thinks he's okay moment. Knowing full well that's freaking Timekeeper coming up without a shield. Okay, we got the Cloud, we got Burning Oil. Double damage? All that means is that we win faster. Copium? Should be fine. Yeah, so there's the option between Fortnite, League of Legends. Of course, there's Blaze Blue. I just put out a Blaze Blue vid 2 days ago, I think. You know what? That was not terrible, but we also have double damage, so... She's gonna heal all of this back. Rip! That stops her. Oh my god, the sword. Is she not getting slowed by Crusher, like, at all? Oh wow, I'm too slow. Oh wow. So with Crusher, my expectation is that, like, she's in it, and the only thing she could do is, like, stand in there being slowed before the slash comes out. But it's almost like she steps forward out of the Crusher and then slices you. 5 things I wish I knew? So I always said that Brutality has the lowest win rate because we go first on Brutality every time. Is the issue that just going first on anything is gonna be a death. Alright. Chat, can I get another exclamation point roll 6? I'm not gonna run that back. We're gonna find which one of these is the first win. And then we'll go through each one by one. My expectation is if we hit tactics, we win. 3? I would say that's tactics. Like 3 and 4 is tactics. Versus Mama Tick Concierge. We got Star Fury, some other stuff, and some stuff over here. All right. New prediction. I had faith. The double damage screwed me, I think. And I had a lot of HP too. Surprisingly, even taking double damage, she still needed to do like 4 hits to kill me. What do the numbers mean? My expectation is that it's a D6, there's 3 tubes, so I'm gonna call like tube 1 is 1, 2, then 3, 4, then 5, 6. Because I don't have exclamation point roll 3. I thought I did, but we tried it and it didn't work. So I have to just make it up. Oh yeah, there's also Rift Storm as another game that might be on VeeTryMe. I gotta figure it out though, because I think that game might be like closed alpha or something like that. And I don't really know if I want to do a closed alpha where it like might look a little scuffed on the live stream. But I mean, we'll see. It's a game that we actually saw in person. They used to call it Mystic Protocol, I think, or Black Protocol, something Protocol. And it got its name changed to Rift Storm, which is, I think it's a better name overall. It's just, when I think something Storm, for some reason I think PvP games. And because the game is like a top-down shooter, not quite XCOM, just more like your regular top-down action roguelike shooting game. My hope is that it's gonna actually be legit. Yeah, Roll20 does work, one of the few that actually do. Yo, Evil Gamer. Thank you for that. 5 months. It's been 5 months already. Holy smokes. Mama Tick Concierge. Concierge would be really good with this, and then Electrodynamics would be nice too, so I think it is this. As much as I would love to do the 11 herbs and spices, I think this makes more sense. It's been longer, you just forget the sub. Well, I'm happy that you even have us in your thoughts when it comes to doing subs, so thank you for that. Point Blank Network. I'm gonna bring in Instincto to maybe try to get more owls out. More owls means more electrodynamics. I think. What I would like to do, I want to figure out how to post Boss Rush to YouTube. Oh my god, I saw it and I didn't react. I feel like there's a world where people don't even know that Boss Rush exists. Rip Flawless. Is this really Tekken music? Like, I don't know if I believe that. I thought Tekken music were bangers. Crap. Just the parry. Had to cancel that. Yeah, this is just dubstep. This ain't no Tekken. It's like they download the wrong mod. All right, we're live with this build. Really curious if it actually kills 2 concierges, though. Ever thought Boss Rush stuff was popular outside really dedicated fans? Boss Rush is built into Binding of Isaac. As like a... It's like a speedrunner thing, right? You actually held that, and then they both did it at the same time. It's like, am I getting too old for Boss Rush? Cool. saving health pots for Dead Cells 2. And then you find out that development stopped on Dead Cells 1. 2 health pots already in the first set of bosses. This is not a good sign. And then we definitely want to get rid... Unless we fight the Giant. Giant would be good with this weapon. But nothing else. Yeah, that's Timekeeper and Dracula. If we could go Dot. I wonder if that's the hit. Huh. If you want more Dead Cells, Astral Ascent is a great game. That's a good point. I am waiting on their update, though, because the update's gonna have more moon rewards. I forget the name of them, but Astral Fragments, I think they're called. You can get up to 3 per boss, and that's like that's a big thing for me, is getting those. So if I do this, we won't have shield, which is like, that could be a problem. And that's trusting Barb Tips to actually do something. Armadillo Pack. I don't think Flashing Fans works on Dracula. Oh yeah, we would have really been hurt in here, my god. When the Astral Ascent comes out, and they said early Q2 of this year, they've been showing a lot of teasers for the actual like looks of the items. And I'm definitely excited. They're adding new weapons, which is honestly really cool to see. Like, do I need the Foresight? I sold that Alchemic Carbine too. If we were thinking like, how can we do poison? I should have taken that Cocoon. Toxic Cloud when it ends. I think that might be the hit. All right. I didn't sell it at all. It's still there. Oh my god. But I feel like I really need the Armadillo Pack. This is gonna be scary. Like, we can't assume the Lightning Rod is gonna be enough poison. Alright, disengage. Just instant disengage. Support. Acrobatic Pack. And then we just do this. We won't have Barb Tips, but we'll just try our best to get most of our damage from Barnacle and Lightning Rods, I guess. Want to get that DLC too, so I can use the new waifu. That, I don't think they've said anything about the DLC since 1.0 release, right? That's Astral Ascent that Marzi's talking about. Yeah, you won't get the crits. Why did I aim down? Did you all see that? Like, I shot 2 bullets, and that's it. Alright, so she's gonna heal. I guess I wait for disengage. Why is that poison cloud all the way up there? Dang. I didn't make it to the wall. So how about that toxic cloud when it ends on the lightning rod? Is it actually working? Nice hit. Wow. Okay. Magic missile, double damage. We're going up against Death. No, Dracula. Technically, Phaser's really good versus Dracula. But, Phaser in and then do what? Magic missile seems better than what I'm doing right now. So the issue is I need to not instantly die in the beginning of the Dracula fight. And I don't think lightning rods is actually going to function in that fight. We know for a fact that Phaser will. We still have the carbine in the backpack due to the fact that the game's not forcing me to swap it. I know we have double damage taken. We're gonna have to ignore that for right now. And then we'll only have one health flask. This is cursed. If I die here, we're gonna swap out the music. I'm gonna assume the music's bad luck. We need official motion twin music. So every fight starts off with lasers, so we get to phase behind. Phaser, thank you? What in the world? It took its sweet time. I'm really... Wait, did I not dodge roll? No. I gotta look at that. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna say that the game's doing something wrong. It's just I really feel like I did the dodge roll. I got scooped out of it. I got snatched mid dodge roll. That's not a thing, right? Yeah, phase 1 is part of the Timekeeper set. Phase 2 is part of the Hand of the King set. Which, if you think about it, is like a genius way to handle, because each boss rush tier is 4 bosses. So the second tier only had Timekeeper, Scarecrow, Giant. So to add a 4th boss, they made Dracula phase 1 its own piece. I'm telling you, they had some smart folks over at Evil Empire. Because I have no idea what I would have done. So we're heading over to our Twitch channel. And again, I'm not saying something went wrong. In fact, I want something to go right. Oh, I have to grab the clip from here. Okay. Okay, let's check if he's tripping or not. It doesn't take much. What in the world is going on in the previews? Okay, wow, it went back pretty far. Yeah, why didn't I phase her right there? You? What in the world? It took its sweet time. Enhance. I don't know, I guess. I'm really... Okay. Chat? Really? Is this network lag? Do they not have rollback in Dead Cells? That's me dodge rolling. I would not have moved behind the boss if I didn't dodge roll. It's like we did it at the same time. I rolled and he grabbed me, and the tie doesn't go to the runner. They just give it to the boss and says, yeah, the boss deserved this. Next time, roll earlier. Did I not dodge roll? Not dodge roll? Luckily, they nerfed the boss because in the past, sweet time. I would have died to that. It looks like you only go down to 1 HP. Wait. See that? Did I not? Unless he only does specifically 2 ticks of damage. Dodge roll? Interesting. Not reportable, I'd say. It's my fault for dodging at the same time as the boss was grabbing me. I should have known that was gonna take damage. Servants? We gotta get rid of the double damage. Well, we're already so low on HP with no health pots. Double damage doesn't matter, right? I mean, we could stick to the Gallic gun and just play keep away with like double turrets plus a shield. I don't think phaser's the hit in here. Grab throw rolls, but you can duck and jump over grabs. You would think dodge grabs should also be a way to counter. Yeah, in Tekken, you can sidestep King, right? Isn't that the whole counterplay, is just learn to press up and down? Oh, wait, this is the hit right here. All right, do I keep Barnacle? My worry is that I can't actually land the carbine. Yeah, wings is 100% the answer. Is there a different ranged weapon for backpack? Gilded Yumi? When you're in the air, it'll fire directly forward, I think. I mean, I guess I won't always just be in the air, right? That's 21. This is 23. I'll have exactly enough money for both. So I guess I'll sell the Barney. Assuming that the Bombard will actually get its full damage and Barnacle won't, because we won't have the poisons. And then we'll keep the double damage. I'm already basically about to die, so why bother swapping? Corrupted Power. The reason why I want the Bombard is it does kind of stop the enemies a little bit. I guess technically if you're above the enemy, then you don't really need them to be stopped, but I will not always be above them. So my thought process here is we need a defensive layer. The stun is our defensive layer and not full glass cannon. Famous last words, of course. Wow, I had to actually descend. Oh my god, please. Oh yeah, I forgot she shoots faster. Alright, so disengage is down. Got shot out of the sky. That was no scope. She took literally no time to hone in on that. I expected to have at least like a quarter of a second to get out of the way. Like at least. Yo, the doubters are killing it today. Oh my god. It's the music. We gotta swap. 100%. The music's cursed. I thought it would turn off the Tekken music automatically, but it should be fine. It shouldn't work unless I have default music. Alright, so we'll just play Brutality. Clearly, tactics and survival need a break. Yo, and we got the good skin too. No way we lose this. Also, Phil, good to see you. GX, good to see you. Vodka, good to see you as well. This one's for you all. Absolute victory right here. Literally unlosable. Pádhraic Concierge. Alright. New prediction? Can he do it? Alright, cash your votes, people. Pádhraic Concierge. We got Fire that does nothing in the first fight. Shovel. Swift Sword. I guess you could go full throw if you want to. Infantry, Shrapnel, Electric Whip. That used to be red. It's not anymore. Sinew Slicer, Wave of Denial. All some pretty interesting stuff. So, amongst all of the games that I said I could have played today, the other option is Last Epoch. And I took a break from streaming Last Epoch, A, because I feel like it's not super exciting to watch unless it's a giga-busted build. And B, my build wasn't giga-busted. And I felt like I needed to sort of farm it up a little bit. Right now, my Paladin's level 91, maybe 92. It's finally at the point that I feel like it's actually strong. It's still not giga-busted because I don't have the uniques to make something interesting out of it, but it's just big numbers. And you know what? For an ARPG, that's probably okay. Ooh, speaking of ARPGs, while you all are doing the vote, another game It's bad. Like, you all don't know how many games I have to thumb through to think about, like, should I show it on stream or not? Is it Dwarven Realms? Is that the game? Oh my god, it actually is. I feel like this game looks a little janky, not gonna lie. But this is also one that came across the desk. I'll show you all mid-vote. 1 minute trailer. Not a survivor's game, I promise. No audio, I guess. Oh, there it is.
A new breed of ARPG.
The highest mob density of any 3D ARPG. That's really something that you have to advertise? It looks like Brad the Lich King. Like, this is vintage World of Warcraft right here. Vast skill tree with 300 nodes is Path of Exile. Isn't this just Path of Exile's Atlas tree? Isn't this literally the harvest node? Interesting.
Robust crafting system.
The bird eye view is really weird. Oh wow.
Make the ultimate build.
That's us, we love making builds. Top 3 builds all time. Top legendary builds all time, no cap. The name's a little weird. Because, like, that does not look like a dwarf to me. So why is it called Dwarven Realms? If, like, you don't even play as a dwarf. Anyway, we'll think about that. Shovel beats Mama Tick really easily. You know what else beats Mama Tick? Let him cook. I actually think I screwed up. I'm pretty sure this holy water does nothing in this fight. Knife dance? Double damage? Perhaps it's the realm of the dwarves and you're just visiting? Okay, I want to believe it. And you know what? I want it to be nice and casual, too. Even in games like Baldur's Gate, you got a, no spoilerino, but not all races are welcome by other ones. I don't want to be visiting the Dwarven realm. They come to find out I'm not a dwarf. I'm just an elf. And all of a sudden now it's a problem. Chat, this build's not gonna go the way I thought it was gonna go. I didn't realize the holy water was a requirement. And like nothing works. You could support, I suppose. Like almost nothing else here works. I don't know how good recovery is. I mean, there is a world where maybe I could have gone point blank. Point blank is 32%. That's not that bad. Maybe do this instead. All right. There was a shrapnel axe, but I decided to not go shrapnel because we should hopefully get a free clear with the electric whip. At least on this boss. Music's pretty loud, really. We'll check again once we get into the actual boss fight. You know what I think it is? I think at some point we turned up global audio and not game audio. Rip Flawless. Streaming's hard, by the way. Like, I can't make a note anywhere that I turned up global audio. I looked at Dead Cells audio, and Dead Cells audio hasn't changed in like 3 years. Notice how Mama Take's not on fire, by the way. Holy Water's actually not doing anything to it. I'm surprised she's not changing sides. I didn't get the parry. Was it because I was too close? Alright. Oil sword that heals you. Fire grenade. Probably better than holy water against concierge because it's 2 of them. Both of them. You know what? Maybe holy water is the answer for concierge. And I'm not taking the sword, even though you would think that that's the smart thing to do because it's melee. You could maybe swerve into something. Electric whip does AoE damage. Parried too early. I dodge rolled into the sickles coming down. You would think I'm in like a giant damage vortex, and all I have to do is press the parry button and it works. I feel like there shouldn't be a early and late scenario if you're in the blender. I am currently in the blender. You can't get a legendary unless you flawless both bosses, by the way. Dang, I shouldn't have parried. I almost fat fingered that parry. I'm like not in gamer stance. I think that's my other issue. Not only did we have the wrong music, and according to chat, the music was too loud too. I was also like not in the right stance to play. Leg hugger. Probably better than this, unless we get the giant. In which case, both are bad. Oh, whoops. This is the run for real, for real? Not brutality being the first win of the day. That never happens. All I need is like a legit weapon. Wait, you're a Nate. What do you mean this is it? This is not terrible. For electric whip. Comb. This is bait. Because Scarecrow can't be stunned. I don't think it's Comb. Hayabusas could be okay. I could also acrobatic pack a Fire Blast. For what benefit? And like keep electric whip? Burning oil damage? Was it doing legitimate damage? Why is V trying to find more excuses to play not brutality? Hang on, let him cook. New leg hugger. Mine does electrical damage. I just want another cleaver. All right, we're cooking this build. I know it looks super sus. Don't worry about that. Everything will line up eventually. It's like, if I'm just gonna re-roll it, eh. The leg hugger can't be good. There's no way. Just ditch it. Get another turret. I screwed up. I should have taken the flamethrower when I had the chance. Even knife dance would have been better, I think. Okay, so I need acrobatic pack. I need support. I perhaps don't need point blank. We're cooking this build, chat. I know I've said I cooked before. I was lying at that point. Now I'm telling the truth. This is the time I have cooked. Except the leg hugger. That's the only part that's a little raw. I lied. Bible thump. Sometimes it's for your own good. About to say rip flawless. Ooh, that scared me. No, they're detonating because they're on the fiery ground. Come on. All right, part of me wants to switch to the meat skewer really badly, but obviously don't do that. Just stick to your guns. That worked. That worked perhaps a little too well. I feel like my leg hugger didn't really eat very well during that. This is a tactics build if I've ever seen one. It's usually infantry bow. I think I have like a 100% win rate with infantry bow. Yeah, you cannot parry these, by the way. You can roll through them, which I didn't know. Oh, lag? I was ducking. I know it didn't look like it. I'm also not hacking. He, like, canceled his attack. He's not in the cleaver? Yo, my boy 8? Dang. Shouldn't have tried it that way. Whoa. Oh, good over there. Why is my leg hugger just AFK? Oh, wow. I guess those have to be short hops. What I expected was like I could jump and then the next one will be high, so I'll just like duck underneath it. I mean, now I may as well keep the leg hugger, right? Unless it's Dracula. If it's Dracula phase 3, we have to ditch it. Ah, okay. PB. Hand of the King. Alucard Sword. Do I dare swap? That's the real question. Like, you could easily just keep exactly what you have. Yo, Taco, good to see you. I mean, we could swap, still keep the dot, and have, like, legitimate mutations. Yo, Cyber. Can I have 2 of the same tactics of the same tree? Like attack that inflicts cold and skill cold at the same time. Cyber's asking a question about Blaze Blue entropy effect. You can definitely get the same for 2 different trees, because if you look, you'll have, for example, Shadow Dash. Shadow Dash will have a synergy with Legacy Black Hole. Black Hole and Dash are both part of Umbral. So a lot of the tactics out there have combinations of the same tactics family, but on a different tree line. That does exist. Yo, Waver, good to see you. I'm gonna do this despite not being a super fan of the torch. That means we no longer need the Fire Blast. I'm not gonna main hand Fire Blast because that requires pressing that button, which I don't want to do. I'm not gonna swap to that. I think we do still want the Bleeding Source. The Phaser's not terrible. We could just have Open Wounds. Chat, this build's cooked. And, like, that could be a good thing and that could be a bad thing. It depends on the context. You say, you know what? This whole run is cooked. That probably means the run's dead. But sometimes when you say the run's cooked, that means it's actually sick. Full Swerve. Open Wounds. Scheme. And I feel like I have to bring in Disengage. It's like these fights are just too dangerous. Yo, do we still got doubters in the chat? Or what? Who's still a doubter? Who's a nay? Who's about to pay up? I'll say let my boy in. I shouldn't have summoned. I should have waited, because I think he takes a second to get over here. Yeah, look at that. He's not even in the fight. Another one. Is he really not coming in at all? Ooh. Scared me a little bit. Okay. Another one. The outplay? Make him think I'm staying up there, but I'm really not. You know what? That's what we need to see. It's gotta be the skin. The skin setup right here, instant win, because it's red. And we're playing Brutality. It had to be a win. Scripted? No. I actually did try all those other runs. It's just, it was a little unlucky. Now, I know I did swap to, like, Ice Crossbow to test out something, but we had to test it. Or else no one would have known that you can't freeze Dracula, at least, not Dracula, Death. You cannot freeze Death, at least in boss rush. We didn't know that. I have to build out the 5 things I wish I knew, despite the game losing its development. All right, congratulations to the yays out there. And that's Y-A-Y, not Y-E. Easy clap. You just gotta do that 2 more times in a row without losing. So I can't have attack and skill code at the same time, I guess. You've tried like 3 times now. That's really interesting. Oh, wow, wrong way. So I'm trying to think. Fire, for example, has fire burn and fire spirits. It could be interesting if cold is the only exception because there's only one version of attack cold. And perhaps like perhaps Blade has both Rend and Blade Storm. Fire has Dash and Fire Spirits. I think Lightning has both Chain Lightning and then Lightning Detonate or something like that. Chat, can I get an exclamation point roll 6, please? Yeah, I would have to try that myself, Cyber. I think even Poison has 2 alternates. Poison has Venom as well as the actual Poison, which is Poison Ring for skill. All right, let me get a quick roll 6 so I know which one I'm going with. I have to do it a couple of times. Does all caps work? It does. All right, survival it is. New prediction. All right, cast your votes, people. We got Mama Tick, Concierge again. We have not seen Conjunctivius at all today. Flint, Shovel. All of this stuff is actually decent. Shield, Knife Dance is pretty cool. Flamethrower is also really cool. It's really hard to get fire while playing survival without having holy water. While this is going, I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break. I'm going to run an ad at the same time as to help to support the channel as I kick my own desk. Either way, do not go anywhere. We will be back in just a moment. You know what? I'll try some K Kona while we're stepped away too. right, we are back. Anyone have any idea which tube we should go? B, can I see the tubes first? Yeah. Like, we're going up against Pádhraic and Concierge again. I don't know if Alucard Sword is really the hit there. Shovel is pretty nice, but we have to get rid of the vamp, the True Blood. Maybe go Knife Dance. Knife Dance should be okay against Concierge. Okay. Get back in gamer stance. I can already see myself slacking. Or the lack thereof. I want to slack. That way I can perform. Soldier. Blind Faith. Is that worth trying to use? All right, let's try this out. I know we got plenty of yays in the chat right now. This one's for you. I would say it's for the nays, but then people would think that I intentionally throw these games, and I promise I don't. It just sometimes is unlucky. It's a bad matchup. We lost at Champ Select. Ooh. Wait, is this free? Is she facing the other way? No, she's not. I got real concerned. Whoa, free? She refuses to go on the right side. Pádhraic certified lefty today. We lost the cancels. I wonder if you could go with Heart of Ice, because she is getting stunned. Ooh. Bible versus double conjunctivius. That sounds legit. Oh, I have a stun the victim freaking shovel. I should have read it. I didn't even know that. To be honest, the Frost Blast ain't half bad either against these two. But I think I'd rather parry and have them stuck for a little while. Though they won't get stuck for very long because my shovel has stun on hit. Maybe that is a case to use the Bible. Imagine having to think about what you're doing. For all I know, I could just be playing the game, thinkies off. We could just be talking about your favorite moments from DBZ. Or talking about, I don't know, the traders on CBS. Assuming that's what station that's on. I just completely made that up. Terrible placement. It's too difficult to do the parries. It needed one parry. Just one. And I couldn't get it. Wait, this is actually kind of sick, but I do no damage. It's the only issue. We may be able to hold on to this for a little while if we get lucky. on bosses. All right. I can count on probably one hand how many times I've had stun on hit shovel. Like, that's just not a thing, I feel. It's always like stun on hit toothpick, stun on hit oven axe, stun on hit tombstone, all stuff that's like completely worthless. Dracula cannot be stunned, neither can Timekeeper. All right, fair. They already nerfed the build. You can count on one hand, 0. Can you count 0 on the hand? What would be your 0? Scythe? This is not half bad either. Whole fist? But no, if that's like ASL for a number, isn't it? 5. No, not 5. All right, I don't know my American Sign Language. I'm not gonna deny it. Scarecrow. I don't think you could do Rhythm and Bozuki on Scarecrow. And we won't reach 12k. A new shovel. Tick Scythe. With Armadillo Pack. I think we're kind of grasping right now, but if it works, it will be amazing. Kitty Cat? And then maybe keep the Knife Dance. This might be good for Scarecrow. It's not good for Dracula. Because really the whole idea is that I want to keep you at bay. I'm going to be over here doing this and then like roll backwards and do it again. Then Scarecrow will probably pop out. And then if we get Servants, Wolf Trap will be good. Let me see if I can roll this around a little bit. If it gets Bleeding Causes Poisoning, we keep it. Poison. Poison. Feral cat colony? What is that? Oh my god, I've never seen a cat do that before. I'm not gonna say anything, that's the owner's issue. Fist is 10. When the ref signal to the table who made the fault in basket when I was younger. It's about basketball? Referee? We need Kill Rhythm for sure, and Armadillo Pack. Those are both mandatory here. And then I guess I'll keep Disengage, just because it is Scarecrow. First try, Greedy, good to see you. Yeah, I feel like there's something about colorless star knife dances where I could re-roll it probably 5 times and it'll keep the star the whole time. I'm not gonna say it's 100%, but it's gotta be like 80% that the star stays. Oh, lag? I thought for sure I could Armadillo Pack those. No, it doesn't work. Those two, did they nerf Armadillo Pack in this fight? Oh my god, I just killed myself. I'm pretty sure the cat has done more damage than I have. He's getting pushed. Ooh. Okay, the 2 health pots. Ooh, do you all see the blood on the pillar back there? Rated M for mature? That could be interesting, but these 2 are gonna be better. At least for this fight. Wait, I'm going backwards. Why does this door open? On what planet would you want to go backward? Interesting. I don't know if it's nerfed, but I always thought and never could block those big balls. Same, apparently. I think they nerfed it. Or rather, buffed the balls. I think they did. Purple shield could. I think so, but it didn't work just now. All right, relax. Sick parry. Those work. Not worth. Oh yeah, because the cat does bleeding, the cat's gonna keep the poison up. That's like a hidden mechanic. See how it's still bleeding and still poisoned, despite knife dance being long done? Wow, I landed right on that. It's like no sense trying to do parry here. Like, even if I try to roll through for the parry, like, the timing's too tight. So my cat actually destroyed the mushrooms. Like, do I not have kill rhythm? Seemed awfully difficult to pull that off. All right, 1 health pot, 40% HP. Who would we want to see here? Hand of the King, obviously. I might be okay with Queen. That's a real might. Like, that's a big asterisk on that. It's Queen. Neither of those. Queen can be petrified. She can catch these. My worry is I don't know if I can, like, keep up Tick Scythe gameplay. She just moves around way too much. I want to say we tried Baseball Bat, and it didn't work. And just buy it and set it aside. In case, like, a Boyac shows up. This might be okay, because it gives you iframes. Ooh, I probably should have taken that Force Shield. Alright, him. No more Scythe. We're gonna go Alucard. I don't think she cares about Wolf Trap. But I don't really want to lose my synergy between the Knife Dance and the Kitty Cat. Stun Grenade. She could be stunned, right? We have to ditch the kitty cat, though. That's the only problem. Because I'm pretty sure the knife dance goes farther than this. V, you're testing again. I know. It's been a long time since I've taken a stun item into the queen fight. Very, very long time. Debating extendo heal. So Heart of Ice for sure. I don't think we need the double dip with Instincto. What I think I want to do here is disengage, extendo. And if I end up getting chunked, I can heal up to 100% of my life back. And that should be the hit. Assuming she can be stunned. If she cannot be stunned, this is probably GG. Okay. We're in there for a little while. Sick parry. That's mine. That's mine. I wonder if I should have had, like... Oh my god. That sucks. I have to use this. I wanted to save it for, like, a bigger chunk. And it falls on her head. Please, just reality. Crap, I'm too far! You can't roll that? Oh, she changed her gameplay up. Oh, wow. I thought that was a spot. Sick. Predicted. Predicted and outsmarted. Oh, boy. The baseball bat does it again. And imagine, we almost went in there with Alucard sword. I bet the doubters were begging for me to go in with Alucard sword just then. All right, payment. Chat, we have one more. I almost hit hard game. We have one more to win. We gotta win tactics. Restart, new skin. Tactics already lost one today. Just very, very surprising to me. Yo, we got the emo haircut. I won't even say emo. This is more like a Keck Zoomer haircut. It's not purple, unfortunately, but I'm not gonna stress. Also have to prepare myself. If I toss this up to YouTube, I'm gonna get so many questions about these heads. All right. Death, Mama Tick, still no Conjunctivius, Killing Deck, Spartan Sandals, Valmont's Whip, Baseball Bat, Door, New Prediction, I can't help you. From what I'm looking at right now, what do I even like? Like maybe Valmont's Whip. I don't think killing deck's strong enough. But what if you acrobatic pack a barrel launcher with it? That could be something. And you get the electric, the lightning rods from Pádhraic, and technically death because he doesn't sit still. Maybe that is the hit. While the vote's going, the other game that we're gonna show for Tuesday is Spell Disc, which honestly I thought this was something completely different, and it actually looks like it's like a Noita or maybe a Magicraft, something along those lines. I thought it was just gonna be Wizard of Legend. Cast your votes, people. Win or lose. Yeah, see, it's like Noita. You actually combine stuff together to make the build? I didn't think that's what it was. Sold off the bunny ears alone? Look at them all. I saw a jack-o'-lantern. Recent memories. You can replay old builds. That's really cool. I wonder if they got that from BlazBlue. I honestly don't think any roguelite out there has replay old build besides BlazBlue. And you all can definitely correct me if I'm wrong. I almost wonder if like pixel art would have been better there. Because like they're obviously talented with pixel art. All right. V, don't troll. The only issue with going killing deck here is we would be stuck with the decoy. But like we should technically get a free win on Pádhraic. So maybe the decoy's not that bad. Oh, we're gonna pop off. It might not look like it. But if this ain't a pop off, I don't know what is. All right. You all are 1v1ing in predictions right now? I would too. If I saw like someone in the yay, I would go nay. That doesn't make me a hipster. All I'm saying is that I want the fight. I want the smoke. Nice decoy, by the way. Close one. Still left-handed Pádhraic. I wonder if they nerfed right-handed Pádhraic. It like doesn't show up. I'll gladly do corner tech if it's gonna be left-handers only. I can't do jack squat with my left hand. Yo, I know you all saw that decoy. Don't even talk to me about decoy until you play it like I did just now. Boomerang. Better than barrel launcher? Because we don't get wall bounces? Technically, you could just play barrel launcher. Wait, is that the answer? Was I doing this wrong the whole time? V literally just play the barrel launcher instead? You don't even need the bounce. No. Where's the boomerang? My acrobatic pack's activating. You can see it go on cooldown. You can hear a little ting. You hear that? The barrel is eating the boomerang. If I take the boomerang off and put it in the backpack, we lose it. We actually lose it. Who do we report this to? The development stopped. Oh, no. No. Is there any benefit at all? Like, is there a scenario where if I'm next to death, boomerang still hits? I think we're just screwed. I could change out of acrobatic pack. Does not cost money. Support. No mercy. Getting a no-hit would be really nice. I wonder if his sickles drop parting gift bombs. Alright, I know I said I want the no-hit. I gotta see this. I have no idea what it does or not. My expectation is they don't count as monsters because they aren't listed in the monster log. But maybe that doesn't matter if it's just something that can die. Why was I not critting off the wall? There it is. No, man. I should have parried that. We're fine. So the barrel can't destroy his scythes? The scythe automatically reflects it. And furthermore, there was like an issue on bouncing off the wall where I wasn't getting the crits when death was like right next to it. Next to the wall, that is. Very, very unfortunate. Whatever. Just backpack it, I guess. Alright, I mean, hey, 5 things I wish I knew. We always find new stuff after all these years, even today. We find new stuff. Why did I heal myself? I was awfully low, and I don't want to just freely cash out the names. I want to at least pretend like I'm trying. Dracula, Timekeeper. Where's all the giants at?
Quadruple damage.
We're gonna instantly die if I take this. There's no way. He's thinking about it, though. If there's diverse deck down here... I don't want to roll too many things. 11 herbs and spices. Just take it? God, this is not smart. This is not smart. Like, this is actually a throw. Because it's Timekeeper. Timekeeper does a multi-hit. It's okay if you get hit one time, but it's the multi-hit that's gonna kill you. Cocoon? Cocoon could help me for Dracula. It doesn't really work against Timekeeper for the multi-shot. Okay. The only time you would consider using this is right now. Is V trolling? I promise you I am not trolling. Even just a little bit? All right, maybe a little bit. All right, we need Poison Cloud. 10% damage while you're near it. I guess that's fine. Oh, the parting gift bombs did not work against death, I'm pretty sure. All right, disengage me. Triage. Support versus Instincto. I think you support. Like, I think we want to kill it in just one flamethrower, and that's it. Ooh, Pyro! 20?
VeeDotVod.
I'm sure you can do a lot of stuff at 21, so congratulations. I'm not going to name what that stuff is, because it might not be Twitch appropriate, but what I will say is that thank you for the ongoing support. I would say this Dracula's for you, but I'm like petrified right now. Okay, so that's the... See that? Why does it not work 100% of the time? It doesn't... Wait. It blocked that set, but it didn't block the set before it? What's going on? I'm not trolling. This was legitimately the hit, was Tornado. Something happened to my Tornado. And by my Tornado, I mean this is probably never getting played again. It's literally the same flamethrower. So we're at 15%. Disengage says, right above me, if your health falls below 15%, you get a force field. So I assume I do not have to heal myself for disengage to activate. And then I can activate it later. Let's save Tornado. It's like Tornado has a internal cooldown or something. Wow. She actually beats me and she phase changed to get all of her health back. Did I not have bubble? I can't stop complaining. It's not my fault. No. What's happening to me? It's like I have all these ideas in my head on how they should work. Why not take the Tesla, replace the tornado? We can buy something, I hope. We're gonna have to do the next fight flawless. Who am I fighting? Hand of the King. This is good. I think we can do this flawlessly. This would also help the flawless. Just Wave of Denial is so nice because I could knock back all the bombs. All right, we did not get a new fire source. We could maybe see Thunder Shield. All right. Ooh. The doubters are in the edge of their seat right now. I could have rerolled a lot there. I guess like me just going straight in wasn't it. I could have taken Instincto and maybe Caltrops or something. There's a couple moves that could bait us though, so we still have to be extra careful. If we just get a super fast phase change. So this is one move that baits. Okay, wanted to do the parry to get some extra damage in. What is that thing doing here? Yeah, please, I don't want to fight that. Ooh. I was not ready to lose that. Not today, not after working that hard. Look, you can't even see all the icons over my character. There's too many to count. Jeez. Not a single bomb was thrown that day. Holy crap. All right. I took a couple of clips too. I want to dissect what happened to me. Let me just grab those real quick. I like looking at the clips with you all. Pay out the chat too. Winner's point of view. Yeah, anytime that something funny or weird or cool, I guess, it doesn't even have to be a joke. You all are more than welcome to make a clip of my channel. Who knows, it might show up on TikTok. Unless it gets banned, then it's on YouTube Shorts. Let's see, the first one is... Refresh, I guess? Okay, the first one's Dracula. Which, I mean, maybe I'll report these, but I'm not gonna hold my breath on something happening with it. Background music's like actually kind of loud. Wow. All right. So Tornado. The whole reason I took Tornado was that Tornado destroys Death's projectiles. So obviously it failed to destroy that one. Whatever, I get it. I can't tell if it destroyed the one that went past me. Or that one. Wait, enhance. Alright, so watch these on the edge. Let me get rid of my cam for maximum immersion. So the tornado's gonna come back. And I think it's gonna destroy this meteor. Oops. Oh my god, I hate that. So it didn't touch that one. Ugh. It's destroyed, right? Yo, Blaze, good to see you. Enhance. It's destroyed by the tornado. Like, look at this. That's a frame perfect explosion on tornado. That's the whole point of tornado, is destroy the projectiles. So I'm thinking it's safe. But then those completely ignore it. And then he's gonna do another set. Right here, look at this. He's ready, he's going for the kill. Tornado stops them. The tornado is only working on every other bomb. Why is that a thing? Like, is that ones and zeros? Tornado can only read ones and bombs are coded as zeros? No, every other bomb is a zero. It doesn't... Wait. Like, I instantly saw that's not right. That is not right. Does he shoot bullets? I think by now I'm already tilted. 6 seconds. Yeah, the fight's over, unfortunately. Okay. V, you said you had one more for us? Yeah. Timekeeper. Now this one might be a little more sus on me. So this is the only reason why I'm bringing this up, is that I need your help, viewer, to decide, is this stuff legitimate or is this user issue? Okay, so we took damage. Oh wait, I guess the timing of this is like really tight. So I used disengage because I took damage. I drank a health pot. Emergency triage gives you a bubble. So I have the bubble. I expect to tank the hit and not waste the bubble. Oh, yeah, I think it wore off. Crap! I thought I was actually cooking a little bit. Yeah, oh, that's sad. I can't get the pause. Yeah. Fair. That's why I get for trying to style on something. All right. Yo, we did it though. I mean, we could be complaining about losing, and we're not losing. We're winners. All of us, including the people who said they were a nay. They're winners too. That was sick. We got 3 in a row after dying, what, 4 times earlier? I do genuinely enjoy doing boss rush predictions. Like, I don't know if I could just do boss rush casually, but the idea of all of us coming together and deciding that V is gonna die, I like that. I really do like that. We got next game info. That was sick. If you enjoyed Dead Cells, I'm gonna try to put up, I think I have another boss rush vid. I'm gonna try to put one up tomorrow on YouTube. I also have another vid going up on YouTube tomorrow. We also have one that went up like a couple of days ago. If you have the opportunity, leave that video a like. Give it a nice little thumbs up. That's BlazBlue Entropy Effect. That's not the game we're gonna next game it to. We're gonna next game it to some Spiritfall. But that vid I put up because I learned stuff in BlazBlue that I never knew existed. And I figure if I didn't know this exists, there's gotta be an 8 billion people on the planet. There has to be one person out there who also didn't know the same information. That one person is why I made that video. And hopefully like a few thousand more, but still, you get the idea. Someone already asked me to do one for Jin Kisaragi, I believe his name is. So I think that's the next one I'm gonna try to do. And to be honest, like vids like that, I've always done guide stuff for Dead Cells, couple of other roguelikes, not much though. So my hope is to like sort of use the same kind of thing that I've been doing with Dead Cells and then apply that to other games. Okay, just gotta change the game. We were last playing some Berserk Boy. The only thing about trying to make guides for games is you gotta get the knowledge. And the only way to get knowledge in these roguelikes is to play the game, literally. All I have to do is not play League of Legends and Last Epoch or Fortnite, and I'll have all the data for everybody. You would know more things about Spiritfall and BlazBlue than you ever thought possible. Also, Ashla Ascent has an update soon. Wow. Struggling to do my dash jump. So I still need a win on crossbow. I think we trolled ourselves last time with some of our picks. My crossbow is kind of legit. I don't think I can use any currency to level it up. I think we're using it as is right now, which is fine. It's still very fun to use. You love this game? Retro, what's your favorite weapon thus far? Still trying to learn the blessings to get different synergies. I have to look in the book a couple times. I think we left that as feedback. And to be honest, I don't have like an email feedback. But one of those was like, let me somehow click in the middle of a run and not have to open the book and then scroll to the thing I want. Let me just click and see what does this interact with. The Stray Souls challenges are also a little weird to me. Because it's like, I'm gonna have more essence than I know what to do with, right? I'm pretty sure there comes to a point where essences... I don't even know if I can really do this, not gonna lie. Let's try Dangerous Elites. That sounds bad, to be honest. I feel like I can't do this. I need more meta. Gauntlets for sure. Is that the alternate form or the main form? Yeah, remember the moveset. Your bolt rapidly damages enemies in a straight path, destroying projectiles along the way. We're definitely not going poise attack. That's a tough choice. Like, part of me wants to go max HP there. Wow, I can certainly say coming from Dead Cells to this game, you know what? Not the same kind of knowledge requirement. Attack up, stackable SAS effects can stack up to 2 more times. Could be interesting. Give me a choice, I choose standard form. Pretty cool. I can't say I would. I think that's only because I had a lot of fun the last time I played Gauntlet alternate form. I didn't launch the other one. That's so sad. Attacks deal more damage, inflicts wound. Wound is stackable. Double HP, I think. Oh my god. Gotta remember the moveset. Also press our other buttons. I tried to watch a couple of our buddies play this. SD and Halion. I feel like I play this game completely different. And probably not in a good way. I think I do more than required to actually win. Dang. Got some of it back. And what I mean by that is you can just play this as an action roguelike. You don't have to do all of the platform fighter stuff that I've been spamming. Like, you don't have to do this. You could just probably spam this and monsters will probably die at some point. Last one, yeah, Wolf Synergies that gave luminous gems after rooms, and then one that gives luminous gems just in general. Oh, upgrades the blessing's rarity when you receive a gem. I don't think I've seen that before. That sounds legit. We don't have enough for a shop. I would destroy that projectile. I did not. The hitbox on that. My god, if this was competitive Smash, that would get nerfed tomorrow. Your sweet spot deals 20% more damage. That's for the gun. Nice dodge! Gamer over here. Mess that up. Ah! Fat finger. Getting low on time. I don't hit behind me like she does. Definitely the wrong button. Dang, we're not gonna get the last one. All right, that's fine. Just a little rusty. Become poised and spin rapidly, inflicting damage and pulling enemies in. Launcher deals more damage and you become poised. Cannot cancel. I've never ran Twister before, I think. Launcher deals more damage and inflicts wounded. Base crit chance. Wolf punish. I don't know if I'm ready to commit to that being my launcher yet. The extra Spirit V, if you head to the Tribute Shrine and run up the wall, there's a secret room there. Good to know, good to know. I'm sure I will see one of those in this area. Doesn't look like it so far. Your dash deals damage twice and inflicts wounded on enemies. Landing non-critical hits on a wounded enemy increases crit chance. Not very high level. Alright. Shoot, maybe we should do predictions on win or lose. About to say, I thought I almost instantly broke that. Whoa! The aerial recovery on her? There we go.
Yeah, got it.
Not bad, not bad. Now that doesn't knock people off the edge. But I know how to stack percentage. You have 45 hours in the game already? Oh my god. That's legit though. Removes your neutral attack's projectile contact damage and lets it stick to enemies. And you can manually detonate it. I'm gonna take that because I don't think it has any detriment. I know it said like you don't have contact damage anymore, but I think it's probably fine. You have high hopes for the game? I don't know if there's anything in particular that like I need fixed or anything of that nature. Like there's a little bit of quality of life, but in terms of like having a competent game, it is like fully functional for me. I'm sure there's other people who might have some stuff they'd like to see changed as far as the gameplay flow goes. I want to say I'm okay. This is Drenched. I think Drenched is stackable. Oh my god. GG. Oh my god. I'm just getting eaten. Yeah, the game actually does a lot of cool stuff that we just don't have in any other action roguelikes. But, you know, I might make a video soon on, like, is this the future of action roguelikes? Specifically around these kind of games. Like, obviously, for a long time, action roguelikes have just been, like, 1 or 2 buttons, no real combos to it. It's just a slash or a bullet, and that's it. And I would like to make a vid around asking people, like, what do they think from, like, a, is this sort of where action roguelikes are going? I'm sure there's gonna be plenty of people who don't care for this kind of thing. Like, V, let me just press 1 button, please. My build's busted. Why do I have to do, like, directional inputs? And, like, I hear you. But, like, does the market agree with that? I'm sure it does to some degree. Can I double collect? I really wish I knew if I could or not. That's gotta be number 2. Oh, wow, I haven't been pressing Twister at all. That's not good. Raccoon. I don't think I can apply Confuse. For what the game is, you really enjoy it yourself? Yeah, I can't think of, like, anything specifically that I need besides the difficulty part. And really, the difficulty part is just about essence. Right now, I don't know what to do when I am full on essence in a run. It might be a mechanic that I just haven't unlocked yet. It may be rare to get full on essence. Maybe that's the issue. Deal damage when hitting enemies right after they miss. Gain bonus critical damage for each blessing that has a gem. I guess I'll grab the dash. Okay. 8% of your cooldown speed and attack speed is added to your bolt's damage. When you slay an enemy, they reward 40% more money based on the unique statuses inflicted on them. That could be interesting. And has a bunch of extra stats to it. We have Drenched and we have Crit. So my hope is we could do something really cool off of that. Ooh, that launches up? Surprising. Get destroyed. Take dodge. That's like OP, right? Why does that go up? Oh, wow. I did not know that thing had a bomb equipped. I was gonna send a bomb up there. That was actually luck. So you all said there's no benefit to fighting the dog. It's like a little disappointing. And yeah, so I guess that's another thing. Number 1 is I would love to have something to do with my essence was I think I'm gonna be full. Number 2, give me a reason to fight the dog. He got the dog in him, and I want to prove it. Oh, I think I got shot. Oh my god, it does so much damage. I actually meant to do that. That's okay. Bro, get away from me! Alright. The dog gives you the blessings that you need for the synergy. So, you're just saying I need water, right? Unless you're saying that the dog has a 100% drop rate of synergy blessings. Because that's pretty interesting, if that's the case. I don't think we do much for overlap. %50 bolt damage, move speed. Get a bunch of money. Do we have even any rooms left? I have 1 room left, so I'm gonna lose money to do that. Got the new Skull DLC for free on PS5 with stars points. I didn't know they had a star system. Yeah, that game is actually really good. The last time we played it on stream, I died, but I do think it is genuinely a very good DLC. I've never used this before. Drinking from the regional fountain also increases max health. That's also really cool. I know this won't help me for the boss, but it'll help for later biomes for sure. Nice, I destroyed projectiles. They didn't know. Should've known she wasn't gonna get disrupted. I thought that was gonna land on the platform. Alright, don't feed. I literally said don't feed. I do not have Death Defiance. Dang. Yo, thank you for the hydration, Utopia. The dog will either give you a synergy blessing or a blessing that works towards one. I did not know that. That's actually legit. I like that a lot. So I have 3 things. I thought people said that once you unlock 3 runes, it gives you the mask, but I'm pretty sure I don't have the dog mask. Oh, I do. Okay, yeah. I just want to grab a couple more masks. So we have Roost. We do not have that because it's really expensive. It's 4 total. Got it. Yeah, I'm missing a lot of this stuff right here. And I think I really shouldn't up the difficulty any further until I get more scrolls unlocked. That's like a major part of my, not really literal power, but supposed power for later. Yeah, Fog of War, Cursed Relics. I feel like I'm okay with both of those. All right. I only like some stuff from the Seahorse. Haven't figured out a build with that spirit yet. So that's really like wall splat and stuff like that, right? So it's gotta be okay with Hammer, I'd imagine. I thought it was gonna be okay with this character. Very early. Like, getting that for the very first reward has to be legit, right? And then we're gonna power it up. Alright, so this is the first one. We can do one more. Dog Mini Boss gives you one of each out of the out-of-game currency, Emberstone, Scrolls, and Combat Rune? Really? Did I recognize that when that happened? We'll have to check. Dang, I thought I was gonna get a choice locker here. A smash room, I should say. What do you call those rooms, chat? For those who either know the game, maybe you don't even have to know the game, but what do you call the Smash Brothers room? Besides Smash Brothers room. Drinking from a fountain gives you max HP. Also the first one of the entire game, so seems legit. And now we're stuck with Poise. I heard that there's a guaranteed Smash Brothers room in every biome. Nice try, buddy. That attack is the best attack in this whole kit. Air down A. It's like just so good. A challenge room? So we have challenge room, we have dog room. Oh, I bet that's where the Smash Brothers room was on this tile. I'm not gonna worry about it. It wasn't ours to begin with. You can't miss what you never had, right? Okay, so that's the other thing that maybe I don't care for. So this game has fast fall. As you can see, this is a normal fall. Just like that. And then it also has fast fall. So with air down A, this is what it normally looks like. But you can fast fall it. Like that. And I can't think of any scenario that you would ever want to fast fall down a. And like, maybe I don't know the game all that well. Maybe there's someone out there who's fast falling that thing, but I can't imagine. I feel like it should always override. Yeah, I like the idea of dousing launcher. All right. Sick. Being able to destroy projectiles with a dash, that is so nice. I know you might be thinking, V, you just iframe through the dash anyway. And it's like, sometimes the timing just isn't there. And like, I'm gonna dash on top of the ball. That's where we absolutely need to destroy the thing. Spirit Blessings have a chance to have a pre-equipped gem. Okay. Oh, we found it. I thought it was gonna be... I thought it had to be on a tier with 3 rewards. This tier only has 2 rewards. B, who told you that? I'm not gonna snitch. Dang. I could have had a kill there pretty easily, I think. No, 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 no. I don't think so. This thing's just wasting my time. Why would you want to fast fall that? Like, is that a get good? Tell me that's a get good. What? How did she know to dodge that? I don't mind if I die here. I'm not tilted, by the way. Try my best not to button mash here. Yeah. Another scenario of can't miss what you never had, but like if you have it slip right from your fingers. You can see it right in front of you. Then I feel like it's a difference. Launcher deals more. Fully charged launchers will always be perfect launchers. Removes the neutral attack projectile contact damage. So we had that last time. We could probably do this. If there's a way to get fast charge. Might be interesting. I don't know what other technology this has. This being the grenade launcher. I feel like I'd rather call it crossbow. It's just we have crossbows in some of the other games we play. Bolt bomb is usually pretty fun. So that's the altar. Some people told me that I should definitely try to do the secret tech in there. I don't mind trying. Ooh, I also saw the dev did a fix that I was asking for. On the gauntlets, and I say but I'm sure 80% of people who tried the gauntlet alternate form said the same thing. Where it's like, if I do a grab, let me direct my grab. Let me throw them in the direction I want. And they actually did that. I want to say that's live too, like it's up and running. There we go. It's a tech crossbow. It's a tech 9. Your attacks deal more damage, and your poise, you deal more damage when further away. I think that's probably okay, right? We're not going full bolt build, but should be fine. Your bolts and assists deal more damage the first time you use it in a room, and enemies drop less money. Then someone said, oh, wow. There is indeed something up here, but I can't do anything with it. May the Silent Watcher embrace your soul and lead you to the gate of eternity. Maybe that's like a 5 BC thing. We haven't unlocked the Silent Watcher yet, the poison user. What the dog doing? When you wall splat enemies inflicted with frost, they deal damage and inflict frost nearby. So we just need to get the other frost component. Preferably like frost attack. Can't jump with that. Oh, we got the bounce. I saw it. I synced it. Fastball, please. I don't want it. Not when I'm... Oh, wow, I'm getting destroyed. Not when I'm running this. There we go. Maybe you climb the wall first in the tribute room. Yeah, that's new tech for me. I've never seen that before. Frost now stacks up to 5 times, but only slows the enemy once. Become poised and spin rapidly. That was fun when we played it. I don't mind trying it again. What the dog doing? Did not know it was invulnerable. If that destroyed projectiles, it would be OP, but I don't think it does. I was stuck there for so long. We're not getting the frost. Sick dodge. Yeah, okay, there it is. So I can see why I didn't notice getting the currency. It's like, especially in a room like this, we killed the dog. I instantly hear the statue activating, so my eyes direct to the right, and then the currency thing is in the center. Now, also keep in mind that currency isn't anywhere on the screen. So it's not like you see a number increment upward. So it would be cool if it was like an animation or something, where it's like, all right, maybe we have the currencies off on the side, the 3 pop up above your head, and then you see visually like each one flying towards the icon. Yeah, the icon's there in the right. Once I actually go over here, so when I beat the dog, context, when I beat the dog, those should pop up on the side, and then like an animation showing that it's like going to the side. And I have now collected stuff. I know it doesn't exist in any of their other things, but just have an outline bar under the items. Does that help me know that I got one from the dog? I'm not saying you're wrong. It might be a good idea. Like, that's my biggest thing is I had to find out from Twitch chat that the dog gives you currency. That should not be where you find that out. And obviously, like, after a couple of tries going back there, then sure, I would know more. But after I see it the first time and I think I don't get the reward, that disincentivized me from going there again. I only wanted to go there because it's a fun fight. Yo, Loot! Loot, happy belated birthday. I know your birthday was maybe like 2 weeks ago at this point, but good to see you, good to see you. Quick shout out to the homie Loot or Die. Holding it down up north, assuming you're still up north. Right now we're playing some Spiritfall. I still need a win on this weapon. I don't have a lot of wins in the game, period. I'm on a fresh file, but I'm also like trying to be a new player at the same time, get that fresh feeling of the game, rather than just playing my old save, which wasn't very far anyway. I think the game's fantastic. Then again, pretty much every action roguelike I've played has been fantastic. There's obvious stinkers out there, but for the most part, we've only been hitting bangers recently. So our fresh file for 1.02. Have you gotten a lot of alternate weapon forms yet? I don't even upgrade my normal weapons. I just get the alternate, and I've been doing that this whole time. I only have, I think, 3 so far. Now the new file. Yeah, they've been honestly a lot of fun. Would recommend 10 out of 10 to unlock new alternates. All right, let's not die here. I canceled that. I wonder if I could have destroyed her projectiles on the way up. Fat lot of good the wall splat's doing right now. Nice. Nice. All right, we got Samurai Jack. Ooh. Keep it going. Don't let him recover. We got the happy birthday. That was a huge happy birthday just now. Obviously, I don't want to have to fight this thing. Chat, I need a spear character. If we call the katana one Samurai Jack, who do we call this one? Besides Choji, but Choji doesn't use a spear V. I know, I can't, I honestly have no ideas. That's why I'm asking for help. Like, is there a spear Bankai in Bleach or something? Gotta be, right? They have everything. But then in V, you'll have to remember a Bleach character, which is already kind of asking for a lot. Currently trying to clear the true ending at 9 BC. I've decided I'm only going to add Rift difficulty once I've cleared everything else because it's a brutal edition. Yeah, I was trying to up my difficulty, but I stopped. Right now, I'm only on 2, even though I think I've won 2 times. But I'm not gonna up it anymore because I have literally no scroll. This currency right here, I was not collecting scrolls at all the entire time I've been playing this game. I've only been collecting the tablets and the little seeds because I know that those are for the spirit tree and weapons. I've been completely ignoring scrolls. So, like, I think I need scrolls to continue to level up the difficulty. Kamishini no Yari, is that the name of a Bleach weapon? It's not a character. Your launcher's beam is larger and has more knockback. That's us, right? Even this one sounds legit. You call spear guy Ichimaru Jin? What's the guy's name from Sekiro? It's not Ichimaru. It's does it start with a T? The first boss. I could use a relic, right? Genichiro, yeah. Do I feel like calling the spear character and this character? I don't know about calling him Genichiro. I guess we need more drench. 7 spears. The one riding the horse. It's like everyone's first real boss of Sekiro, assuming that you ignored Madame Butterfly. If you didn't ignore Madame Butterfly, then you were on some other next level gameplay. Enemies take even more wall splat damage for each stack of Drenched. We don't play a lot of Drenched. I think it's still worth doing, though. Wait, will I get all 4 rewards? No, right? V, don't fall off the same way. I'm trying. Forgot that goes up. Oh, please. It's right there. See, why would you ever want to fast fall? In that situation, you just don't. Gyobu Masataka Oniwa. Gyobu, that's what it was. Thank you. Shop me? Relic Tinkerer. I think we can get rid of a thing. Enemies drop less essence. Let's get rid of that. I think it has to be a reroll. I got something else. When you're hit, you're stunned for longer. don't know if I'm married to this relic. Oh my god, you have to be kidding me. We're just losing money. I mean, I guess I get money over time, right? You get 15 dust every room. And we had that from the beginning of the game. This can apply more stacks, I think. Can't take it off. You trade negatives for other negatives? 5 things I wish I knew? Oh, wow. I did not know that left a poison cloud. I mean, to get good. Should have looked at the wiki. Wow, those go off the platform. It's kind of sickening. While enemies are inflicted with status effects, they receive bonus damage. When inflicting a stackable status effect, there's a chance to apply another one. We need both of those. Oh, I think that had a gem tied to it? Yeah, it did. Oh, my vessel's doing that. That's really nice. From Bleach, maybe Tia Harabel, the third Espada. I feel so bad that I know what an Espada is. That's terrible. My god. Not that I don't know, that I do know. And like, not gonna lie, that does make me kind of watch Bleach to see like how in the world are we at the point of Espadas. But like, do I really want to watch Bleach? The answer is no. Otherwise, I won't have the jokes about how I never watch Bleach. It's like, I can't have it all. I hate that fast fall. Fast falled. That's a real term. Alright, let's grab this. She has a sword hand, not a spear. You gotta watch the manga, Pasty, to see the spear form. More wall splat. Could have maybe done camping too. We're getting stuff. 100% we are. Offers synergy blessings. Or blessings that contribute to a synergy. That's the same thing the dog does, right? They got the dog in them? Is that what they're saying? Wow. That's interesting. Ain't no way I can stop that from connecting. Oh, I guess it stays unconnected for a while. Not good. Yeah, I should have just did the same strat that I was doing before. Like, why change it? Unfortunate. There's probably infinitely better ways to dodge that, but it's fine. Your assist has increased vertical range and applies a stack of drenched with each hit. That is extremely strong. Does it have more range? I don't know about that. Yo, Ilias, good to see you. I mean, now we gotta use that button. That's a good button. You know the best part of a fighting game is when you find a character with good buttons? Oh my god. You gotta kind of focus in this game. You do be a little focused right now. Oh, I meant to do that. Doesn't kill anyway. Jeez. Alright. How goes it? Actually pretty well. Enjoying my time. We did some Dead Cells earlier. Now we get to do a little bit of this. We're in a good spot. You deal bonus damage when striking an undamaged enemy. If your Blizzard Bomb Bolt explodes via timeout, radius is double. That almost never happens. You deal increased damage per nearby enemy inflicted with Frost. It's not high level, but I think you take it. Enemies take bonus shield damage based on Drench stacks. Now that we have the L2 button, that should be kind of big. You have this on your list. You have to do Oblivion Override and then this. Now, are you saying that you already have Oblivion Override and you have to finish that, then you can play the new roguelike? Or you need to buy Oblivion first because you said you were gonna. Unlucky contact damage. Gotta do that more, I think. I gotta stop falling for that. I do every single time I in this fight. I just stand on where the boss spawns and just take free damage for literally no reason. I'm safe here, I think. Tried to JP me. I was about to say this is the best. Never mind. Gonna say this is the best fight I've had. Yo, the suction on that? My god. Missed. Have you done perennial tactics bosses? I don't know what that is. Could you explain it like I'm 5? For someone who may not know it's called a perennial boss, give me like a visual. I'm still working on Blasphemous and Dead Cells. Already put 45 minutes into this game. Dang, I feel like... Well, I guess to be fair, I also stopped Blasphemous too. 2. T-O-O. As well as the number 2. If your launcher hits your neutral, the projectile splits. That's bait. Launcher bounces off walls. Attacks deals more damage based on missing capacity. So it's this for sure. We could do Sweet Spot. No. Does the bullet even have Sweet Spot? I thought this was Perfect Charge. That's something else. Harder boss additions. Oh, so it's like extreme measures? Is that the idea? Answer's definitely no if that's the case. I'm a fresh install. Assume what you all are seeing today is like someone who's never played the game before. Oh my god! Wait, is that not Giga Busted? I gotta get you over there. There we go, jeez. Hope the runs have been going well. Timo, thank you, thank you. They have been. To be fair, this is only our second run of the day, so. Deal bonus damage based on the current region. Isolated enemies with no enemies nearby receive more damage. Jaws was probably okay too. I mean, extreme measures does sound very fun, but we're not there yet. I gotta get more yellow, more scrolls. That's like the biggest issue for me right now. I'll say, please get me out of there. Why fast fall? That's all I want to know. Why would you want to fast fall with down A on this weapon? Please get over there to your heart. Dang. Oh, thank you for that hydration. I did grab a Baja Blast, but I haven't opened it yet. I feel like I should probably not open it. Not gonna lie. If enemies... Hang on. You cannot drop these. If enemies drop minus 43% and minus 30%, am I only getting 20% of my money? Wait, I just realized the mask is like moving as you scroll. Devs? Oh, my immersion. I'm going to the right and it doesn't go to the right. Devs, that was an easy fix. Maybe if I level up, it will remove the negative. It did. Definitely did not. If anything, I am worse off by doing that. Did not break the shield. That's so unlucky. Almost went in there. All right, the build's sick. The crisscross applesauce is legit. I've never seen that before, ever. Upgrading relics are a waste of money. 5 things I wish I knew. Frost-inflicted enemies receive massive shield damage from your attacks while you are poised. So that's my spin to win. Assuming spin gives you poise. I don't... Oh, it does. Yeah. So that's pretty strong, I think. And then there's probably Smash Brothers right here. I don't think that does additional damage based on how many hits land. So no more synergy. Poise effects persist. All right. Practically everything from Deer should have poise tied to it. Yeah, and I was a little worried that it didn't. So I'm glad that it does. Not that I don't trust the dev. It's just, you know, sometimes you don't know what you're missing from a dev standpoint. It can get out of that? Dang. Rip flawless. I wish I could jump during that. That would be really nice. If you are hit during any poise attack, get increased damage. Enemies deal reduced damage once their shield falls below 20%. Halved against bosses. I think I could just take this, right? Just some extra bonus damage. Frost-inflicted enemies receive a burst of damage if they don't attack for 3 seconds. Like, what are the odds that'll actually happen on the boss? Money. Money, then max HP. I can't even see how much HP I have. 350, that's a lot. I'm happy that so many of you all know this game. As nice as it is to do first looks of games that are world premieres, sometimes it's nice that the viewer already knows everything about the game. Jeez. Yeah, I guess now that I have Ricochet, I probably could have gotten the shoot your bomb and it splits. Does baseline go kind of crazy? Well, check with the dev if they have the OST. If you're referring to music. Crit. You could also get Half Moon. Half Moon would be okay. Yeah, this thing deals more damage the closer they are to half HP. Pretty sure I started playing it after one of your streams showed it. This game? Yo, devs! I have a lot of HP, so I feel like I'm probably fine. Famous last words. I got command grabbed. You could just get out of that.
Oh, super armor?
Okay, that's my bad. I did not respect the command grab. Oh my god, I went right into that. Yeah, see how good destroying projectiles is? Imagine having to actually dodge that. Oops. Dang, that doesn't reach. I'll say it would have been a really good time if I used bomb. Ooh, what did you do? How did you dodge that?
Impossible.
I tried to play it when I saw a YouTube video of you playing it. Got hooked, thanks V.me. No problem. I gotta put up more vids for Spiritfall. We've been doing all of these on the live stream, and like we have some wins with really cool weapons, so I should probably toss those up. Even if it's just the VOD without a lot of edits, I think it's still good to have at least each win documented. Okay. All right, buddy. Dang, if only that could detonate one button input. Sorry, 1 second, everybody. What are you doing? What are you doing? It's just been a long time since I've tossed something on YouTube that was like relatively unedited. I get in this situation where it's like, I have all this cool guide stuff, a lot of it's edited stuff, and I end up like not thinking, and maybe that's the end of it, I don't think. I end up in a situation where I don't think putting up raw footage is necessarily the way to go, you know? I am so scared to do that. I knew it! I freaking knew it! I hate that so bad. I should have let it die, I guess. Like, it was having difficulty recovering. I assume in a game like this, they can always recover. Freaking tornado? Or torpedo, rather? Almost died again. It fires explosive missiles that also split into bullet hell. Is that legit? have no idea how that one died. Wow, thank God that didn't do damage to me. I just stood there on top of the bullet. Okay. Freebie. Free stock. Crap. Dang. Look at you. Let me just press L2. Why am I pressing other buttons when L2 just does everything you need it to? Guess that's why. Nice. Just hand delivered the grenade to it. Yeah, I was getting no money. I have like minus 70% money collected. All right, final boss, High Priestess. I think. Oh wow, I don't ricochet on the wall. That could be a problem. Like half my DPS is now gone. Oh, no, 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 no. Wow, I did not know she could do that twice. Kind of wish I could jump when doing my L2 button. Yeah, I think this is a little unfortunate for this build. I would have to like dash up there and catch her with the tornado. Wow, that's not even enough. Okay. Little tough. Guess we're not doing up A enough. That launched just fine. It must be just because her max HP is down. Oh, you all said this has extreme measures to it? We're doing just the level 1 basic boss? Yeah, we're starting to get used to that now, so maybe I should try to up the extreme measures a little bit. Get used to the new bosses early, so that way we don't have to worry about them later. Clean win. I do still wish it had like a DPS chart here, so I can kind of get an idea of what did the best. I know not everything can be measured on DPS, but all I can do is like move this up and down, and I can't get a ton of context out of it. But still, that actually went surprisingly well. I expected to get a win on crossbow today, and we did it. Not to toot my own horn, but I don't even play crossbow. Yo, Durso, good to see you if I didn't say hi to you earlier. All right, not bad, not bad. We're gaming. Chat, can I get a quick time check? Can someone do exclamation point uptime for us? 2 blight rooms left. I still don't know where I can go and see the blight room seals. It's like there's nothing in the lobby for the seals, right? So if I stop playing for like a month, I'm not gonna know how many seals I need. I mean, it's as simple as just keep playing the game, but... Dust Effigy, allowing you to remove up to 3 random blessings and receive dust. That's interesting. I feel like I wouldn't ever want to do that. All right, I'm already done with my yellow scrolls. I need so much more. Like, not even funny how many I need. Recover 30% HP whenever you enter a boss room with low HP. Airborne enemies receive more damage. Let me grab this, just in case. When you have 7 or more enchantments, deal damage per essence. I literally was asking, what am I supposed to do with all the essence I have if I can't add any more stuff? So you can re-roll your build? But I feel like everything's good. Like, I can't think of a scenario where I wish I hadn't taken that blessing. It's like all the blessings are actually kind of worth. And I could be wrong. It could be later on, V, your pool of blessings is too inflated. You gotta reduce some stuff. Really hard to get resources, IMO. Difficulty should be what really gives you more resources. Because if you look at it, they have this run augmentation system where I think you spend resources to like sort of do a custom mode kind of deal. Like this cost me 1 seed. So I need more seeds. I feel like upping the difficulty would be the best way to do that. And I guess technically like adding some of these stuff is indirectly more currency. For example, I would imagine, well, elites don't give you currency. Maybe extreme measures might give you currency, like additional because it's a harder enemy. I assume not. Tyra, good to see you. Depends on the primary spirit that gives you first. If you don't want that spirit or already did it, you can re-roll different spirits for other builds. So I guess I had one situation in this run just now where I saw a random rabbit. The way how I expected the game to work was that once I fill every slot, I will not get spirits of different colors. Oh yeah, wow, we lost connection. We might be back? Yeah, that was weird. I dropped like 1,000 frames. So yeah, I get it because if, for example, you got a full blessing set of bear and deer, so it's only blue and green. If you make it so that only blue and green show up from now on, it's gonna end up being like a little bit homogenized compared to have everything show up. Bear, deer, and then random bunnies, random raccoon, random wolf. I like that idea, but I highly doubt I would like swap. Like maybe that situation will happen eventually, but I can't think of myself swapping into a different color. We need a new alternate. Link blades. Oh, I don't have alternate scythe form? We already have that. I'm out of tablets now. That's so sad. Alright, that was hammer. Alternate form. Dual wield. Yo, axe and mace? Neutral? It's a little similar to the fist alternate form neutral, where you just hit next to yourself. Side attack. Go 2-tap. Up attack. Ooh, okay, that's kind of cool. So like if a monster is actually above you, you can kind of do a little bit of that. Down attack. Launches over top of yourself. Launcher. Pretty standard. Up launch. Down launch. Neutral air. Side air. I like the 2-hit where it does like one and then the other. Up air. Ooh. Wait, that's kind of clean. Down air. That's your spike. Okay. It's got some stuff to it. I think I'm still on Scythe and Big Gauntlet, but you know, it's got some sauce. I can see it. Maybe this one needs its passive. Alternate form awakening. Maybe that'll make it like really better. It's funny if you miss the down air. El no sabe. Multi-hit attacks deal 10% damage for each consecutive hit during the same attack. So if you land both hits, the next one does more damage. Doesn't seem like it's something special to remember. It's just land the hits. I don't think it has anything else going for it. Yeah, a little combo extender. Get them into the wall. Then you do one of those. Okay. Notice there's a small blue circle with a diamond flash for sweet spots. And only a few moves in the kit have it. Down smash has a sweet spot that can combo into another sweet spot. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, it even makes an extra sound. I don't see any other. I only see it on the down. Which is fine, if that's it. A lot of weapons only have the one. Okay. Oh, wow. That is really, really tough to land. I mean, it's maybe not something that you have to think about, but if you hear it, you can go into some cool stuff. Interesting, interesting. So what was the sweet spots on this? It doesn't have one? Ooh, we found it. I can't do it. It's down air. And that's kind of hard to do. I'm sure if you land the spike, it could be like super interesting. Sorry, 1 second, everybody. Double side air on regular fists? I can't stand regular fists. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm doing launcher. I don't see it. Is the target dummy? Is the target for the sweet spot the blue targets on the dummy? No, it is as soon as I find one. I legit don't see one. It's the second attack of the combo. Is it? I don't see it. Okay, so what I'm looking for to like help out the person in the chat, well, maybe that's not the best weapon for it. This one is obvious. So if you look at down attack, on the first slash, there's a tiny little blue bubble right at the edge of the slash. On the first one, you can kind of see it. See the crack? The crack on the wall? You can see a blue flash. That doesn't exist on any of these other swings. That only exists on the down attack. So what chat's saying is that the regular fist has that too on apparently that. I don't see what I'm looking for though. The one diagonally behind you. I'm looking. I mean, I'm not gonna say that you're wrong. It's just I don't see the visual cue. It should also make a second sound too. It makes like the Smash Brothers knockback sound when it works. I don't know. I mean, I don't like regular fist anyway, so maybe it's a user issue. Maybe I'm like cursed to not enjoy it in the first place. Yeah, that has it. Yes, hear the difference? Compared to just attacking next to you? Okay, that one didn't count, but right there. I don't know about the dot. Okay, so there's a dot, that's a mechanic, and then there's like other stuff. Oh, yeah. That's so funny. Interesting. Why would it be behind you? You would think it would be like directly above your character. Is that something from Smash Brothers? Like, is Marth's up air not a sweet spot on like the top of him? It's somehow behind him? That's so strange. Oh, we found it. Wait, that one's super easy. Okay, never mind, never mind. Sometimes it's like really hard to see what I'm looking for. Like, I can't see it. It could even be that it's not actually there. It's just something that's like innate with the scythe itself. Like maybe the scythe itself just has that built in. Maybe, I don't know. What about staff form? I love the up air. That looks like it. Ooh. Ooh. What a good weapon. I still think Scythe is my favorite weapon. It just works. Like, look at that. What other weapon can do all of that? There isn't one. You can't even prove it to me. All right, chat. We've been live for a hot minute. Can I get one more exclamation point uptime, please? Let me know how long we've been live for. Depends on where you hit the enemy. Like the whip in Dead Cells, crit on the tip. It is some of that, but I swear there's a blue bubble in there that counts. Before I end, let me check leaderboards real quick. I want to see how people did with the K Kona today. Actually, this is a good chance to try the command. Can someone try exclamation point leaderboard? Or fishing. Sure, that's fine too. Get one in real quick before someone comes and steals us away. Before responsibilities.
Orange-spined unicorn fish.
Oh, snap. All right, Gooseman. What in the world did Gooseman catch as $300? Evil Gamer with a $2 fish? What in the world? Jellyfish plushie? How do you get that? A tire? Couple branches? Someone got unlucky with the branches. All right, I guess you all can do that while I close out the stream. All right. Next time we're on is gonna be Monday. Keep up on socials, Twitter, Discord. Tomorrow we have it is a sponsored video going up. But tomorrow, very good video going up. One that I did with Retromation. It was honestly a lot of fun. Hope you all get the chance to check it out. That is on the YouTube channel. V.me. I think it's at V.me for YouTube. I do gotta put up the VOD stuff too. That's been a little bit on the back burner, but I hope to have that up at some point. Outside of that, one more fish, sure. I don't know what the cooldown is on fishing. There you go. Enjoy your scraper mouth bun. What? All right, anyway. Thank you all for tuning in today. It's been a fantastic stream. Huge stream. Would not be possible without you, the viewer. Can we get some music? As I said, tomorrow we're off. We'll be back on Monday. Monday, I don't know what we're doing because there's lots of V-Try-Me's on the horizon. Mostly Spell Disc, but then there's some other games that I don't even know if I'm going to have access to or not. Either way, you all have a good one. If you're going to get a bite to eat, take one extra bite just for me. I'm going to probably do the same thing. Thank you for all the bits, follow, subs, raids from the homies as well. Appreciate each of you for coming by. You could be watching Fortnite streams right now, but you're here. Either way, have a good night, good day, good evening, good whatever, wherever you are. And I'll see you all on the Monday stream or on YouTube tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody.